Magnetic resonance imaging different sequence comparison in real data. Magnetic resonance imaging is one of the most preferable techniques for imaging of the human body. This technique, due to many important characteristics such as non-invasive feature, no radiation, high accuracy, and ability to capture the soft tissues, become the most used device in clinical routines and also medical researches. This technique can provide many detailed images of the brain, spinal cord, and vascular anatomy. In addition, the ability to capture the organ image in three different perspectives, axial, sagittal, and coronal, has made this technique unique among other techniques such as X-ray and CT images. MRI is based on interacting three magnetic fields with hydrogen nuclei in the body. First, a strong uniform magnetic field, called main field, is applied to the body to change the direction of the hydrogen atoms in its direction. In the meantime, other small magnetic fields, such field called gradient field, parallel with the main field, is employed to coat the body in the spatial domain. After this, another magnetic field named radio frequency is applied to the body to perturb the direction of the magnetation, and after turning this field off, atoms try to come back to their previous directions, main field direction, in a period of time called relaxation time. A while after the initial RF, a coil called receiver coil measures the emitted signal from the atoms. At the end, by using Fourier transformation, the frequency information of signal, which includes the spatial information of the receiver signal, is mapped to the corresponding intensity level, which are called pixels. The most important parameters of the MR imaging are T1 and T2 relaxation times. The primary relaxation, T1 relaxation, is called spin to lattice relaxation or longitudinal relaxation time. It determines the rate of the returning of the excited spins to their steady state in main field direction. The latter parameter, T2 relaxation time, is called spin to spin relaxation or transverse relaxation time, and determines the rate of the vanishing of the planar component of magnetization. Based on different parameters such as repetition time, TR, and echo time, TE, different type of images can be captured, which are called modality. As you know, repetition time is the amount of time between two consecutive pulse sequences, and TE or echo time is the time between delivery of the RF pulse and receipt of the echo signal. Considering TE and TR, we can obtain both modalities using short TE and TR times, giving us T1 weighted images, and longer TE and TR gives us T2 weighted images. These images contain different information about the tissues. Another most used modality is FLAIR, which can be obtained by increasing TE and TR images. As you know, T2 and FLAIR images is very important in cancerous tissues. There is another type of modality such as T1 contrast images. This image can be obtained after injecting a contrast agent such as gadolinium. This type of images can show us tumor regions exactly since contrast agent circulates around those regions. Another useful modality which is suggested to detect random movements of water protein is diffusion weighted images. Considering water movements in extracellular space, this type of images can provide valuable information about acute stroke which happens in ischemic brain tissues. We ask a volunteer to take brain images of her. We asked her to come with loose clothes and also without any metal, which has been caused serious damages to the patient reportedly due to a strong magnetic field of MRI. We explained the whole procedure for her to make her calm, to avoid a further panic attack, which happens sometimes based on different people's psychology. Here you can see brain images that we got. FLAIR images first in sagittal mode. T2 images, you can see some blurry parts which has happened because of the movement of the head. T1 weighted images, same reason, some blurry parts, especially between the tissues, gray matter and white matter, because of the movement of the head. And T1 weighted sagittal images, and finally diffusion weighted images. Still, you can see some movements, so we cannot because of the raw data, we didn't pre-process the images to reduce these blurry parts. We asked our volunteer to come here and answer us some questions, some about the feelings inside the machine and also about whole procedure. Would you please tell me about the feeling when you were about to enter the inside the machine?
At first, I felt uncomfortable since I thought that At first, I felt uncomfortable since I thought that I was supposed to stay there too long without movement of hands and head. But talking of the operator helps me to feel better.
Thank you. Would you please tell me about the instrument that you put on for imaging? Were you uncomfortable? Did you feel panicked when you were inside of the machine?
First of all, when I see the instrument, I felt panic because I thought I was gonna feel a lot of pressure in my throat but after putting it on, I felt better, and when I was inside the machine, I felt some stresses, but when the procedure started, talking of the operator during the imaging helps me to cope with this feeling.
Thank you very much. The aim of this project was to capture the brain of the human with different sequences and compare them in the context of information and also face the usual challenging of the MR imaging. As can be seen in different slices, some rings have appeared which are because of volunteer motions. Although a special box protects the head of the volunteer to decrease the unnecessary movements, these motions and related artifact cannot be avoided. Based on the first experience of mine about taking the image of the patient, talking to the person and inform him or her about the procedure during the image capturing can help to us to increase the chance of the better quality of images. Thank you very much.